it just randomly cut off. So there's gonna be 1 minute and 11 seconds that's just the intro, and then it cut me off at the knees. This is so annoying. I already tried streaming once and it just cut me off, y'all. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload the other one to YouTube. Like, it just seems pointless, for 1 minute and 11 seconds of intro that I could just redo. I'm already annoyed. I'm so sorry. I'm not mad at anyone who watches this as a past broadcast or who drops in, later. Where they won't hear this if they drop in later, but that's not the point. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Anyway, if you missed the 1 minute and 11 seconds. Wait, why is this so loud? Let me turn this down. That's better. If you missed the 1 minute 11 seconds, I was just saying, this is Yana again. I hope you had a good week so far. And, title of the stream. I swear I do things besides go through the wild area, but it may not seem like it. That's the gist of what I said. I said some other stuff, but not much. But yeah, there's 1 minute and 11 seconds, and I'm probably not gonna put it on YouTube. I mean, it's so annoying. I don't know why it randomly drops my stream. Like, I could literally scream. Oh, I know what else I did. I was trying to get this thing to attack me because I haven't mastered the art of calling them to you. It's weird. When I don't want to call something, I somehow manage to do it by accident. And when I need to call something, I can't. As some of you may have guessed, I don't have a real reason for being here. I'm just kind of here at this point. I mean, that's not entirely true. I was trying to get my Pokemon to be closer to the same level instead of just kind of scattered. Like, they don't have to all be exactly the same, but it just felt so random, Like, their level felt random. Okay. Seeing that reminded me about Jaden Animations. What was it? It was a Platinum Nuzlocke. She caught one with heat proof, and then it still died to a Ponyta. I don't remember if it was like an IV thing or like, I don't remember why, but it just like, it died. It was bad. And I'm absolutely not making fun of her because Jaden's great. But yeah. It was a soul-crushing loss. Like, it's not like she had it for long, she wasn't super attached to it, but just the fact that it was so cool and had so much potential, and then, I guess it's less soul-crushing and more ball-crushing, but it was just, wow. It just took your breath away, you didn't even expect it. Like, you were like, oh yeah, cool, we have this new Pokemon, and then it immediately dies. This is the other reason I'm not emotionally capable of doing a Nuzlocke. Just saying. I can't imagine getting a new Pokemon, having all this, like, hope for it and all these plans, and then just immediately getting it curb stomped or something, and seeing it, quote unquote die. I don't think I could do it. I don't know if the crushed dreams is more hurtful or less hurtful when you're actually attached. But it was just, because when you're actually attached, you're losing a friend. But when it's new, it's like, wow, I just watched my hopes and dreams die. I don't know. They both seem not great. Isn't there supposed to be one up here? Yeah. Holy shit. The damn things don't even have legs. How can it charge me? Like, how can it just run at me like that? It's like, you disrespectful Belle. How you gonna run at me like that? You don't even have legs. Anyway. Why are we still here? What did we do last time? Oh yeah, we literally went to the Lake of Rage last time, I believe. Huh. Let's go there again today. Let's see, you know, let's see what's going on, see if the weather's changed, and what's changed because the weather has changed. And I'm just kind of incessantly gathering watts along the way. Nope. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of grossed out by Seismitoad. Like, those, like, bubble thingies on its back, I don't know. For me, it just makes it look like it's diseased or something. I don't like it. That's literally the only reason. Not because it's good or bad in battle. Not because it's hard to raise. The aesthetics. Not even just the aesthetics. It's not even about whether it's a good or bad aesthetic. It's just like, this makes it look like it's sick, and I can't stand this. I still can't get over the fact that that Pokemon's basically ice cream. I want ice cream now. God damn it. I also want all of the evolutions, even if I can't use them. Huh, you know what? I wouldn't want to do it as a Nuzlocke, but I wonder what it would be like to do a run that was just evolutions. Wow. Evolutions only. Damn, I don't know how I fucked up saying that, but anyway. Evolutions only. Like that's all it is. Just evolutions. Nothing else. My water's warm, but it's not hot, and I don't like it. I'm not gonna drink this. Sorry about all the noise. Anyway, I'm gonna try to catch this, even though I can't use it, because evolutions. But yeah, if I do another run, I kind of want to see if I can do just evolutions. Which is going to be a pain in the ass. Because... do they appear earlier? I don't think they do. So, they don't appear early in the game. Which unfortunately probably means starting off with eggs. Which is just annoying because having a level 1 team at the beginning of the game, and that's all you're allowed to use, like literally level 1, because I'm pretty sure they still hatch at level 1. It's just irritating. You know? I mean, I'll suck it up. I'll get through it if it means I get to use them. But yeah, it's gonna be so annoying. And they'll be born unevolved too, so it'll literally be like having a team all of the same Pokemon until they're not. It's like, you know? Like, how did I get stuck doing this? Aw, that's kind of cute. Did I name the grass type one? Did I name Leafeon? I don't remember if I named the Leafeon. Fuck. I don't know. If I did, I'll just, you know what? Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I feel like I did name it, but I can't remember what it was. It's obvious what I'm naming this one, right? I really did that. I really did that. I was like, oh, it's a girl. And then I immediately name it Elsa. Probably, hopefully, to the surprise of no one. But, you know. I hate this. The water's just not the right. It's so dry or whatever that it's like hard to swallow, which, yeah. Huh. You know, I feel like that would be life-threatening if it were real. How is it that wild Pokemon don't attack you? Like, if your Pokemon uses Fly or Dig or something IRL, how does it not just go straight for you? Because I can't imagine it has respect to just, like, sit there on principle. I don't know. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Because it's like, if Nebula's underground, then how is it prevented from hurting me? I don't know, it was just a thought. I was like, you know, this is poorly thought out. Like, just imagine as a trainer, you gotta dodge around because the wild Klinklang has an attitude and your Pokemon was digging. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't really sleep last night, so I was up late. I wanted to be asleep so badly, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't fall asleep. I kind of just want this for the novelty. I'm sad. I've been catching so much I can't actually use during this run. It's been really, like, heartbreaking in a way. Like, I caught a Lapras that I can't use. I caught a Leafeon that I can't fucking use. It's heartbreaking. I said I wouldn't drink this, but honestly, I'm so dry that I have to. I'm hating it every second of the way, but I have to. Huh. I honestly forgot I got them up that high. We can probably leave anytime then. Or at least today will be our last, like, you know, consecutive day here. Then we can finally move on with the plot. You know, as much as I want to do another run, once I finish the main storyline, I may just go straight into Ori or Bravely Default. Which I'll only be playing until we get the new Pokemon game, but that's besides the point. Yes! That is my bitch! Look at her! She did so good! Excuse me. Okay, we're just gonna have to camp. I imagine IRL we'd have to knock that fucker out first, but you know. I know. Y'all feel awful. That's why we're here. They all had food on the brain. It's like, me too, bish. It has a junk food sort of taste. I'm crying. Wow. I just don't even know what to say. Like, I get it, but it's just hilarious to me. I'm so sorry. Has an unusual taste. Well, I guess we're getting some. This is gonna taste weird, but I don't have to eat it, so it's fine. It's gonna taste real fucking weird, but it's okay. Look at them in the background. They look so badass. I also totally see why people think they look quote unquote evil. Like, they're not evil, but I can see why people think that. I was like, how long do I have to fucking fan this? Dry instant noodle curry. Ursa looks so weird being the first one in the party. Yay! That is less intense work for us. I have a few chronic conditions that can really keep me up at night, and it just really sucks. Because I feel all like groggy and gross. And it's beyond the like usual low thrum of groggy and gross that comes from chronic illness. Actually, no, that's not true. It's the same groggy and gross that comes from chronic illness. Like, I think you have to have a chronic illness to know what I mean, but it's just like, oh, the usual. It's one of those days. I also hate that when you have multiple conditions, it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's, I mean, this is probably obvious, but it's like doubly difficult. Especially if you like can't tell which one caused the other. Because it's like, well, obviously I know that that's not the only thing that would have been a trigger for depression for me, but it's like someone who's, you know, more normal and wasn't in like what is it called? They're calling it intimate partner violence now. But someone who is, you know, in a normal relationship, they probably couldn't say that that was the source of their, depression and various other illnesses. But say there was an obvious cause. It's like, did X cause Z or did Z cause X or was there a Y involved? I don't know. I don't care. I know what caused the majority of the illnesses that I was not born with, so. It's really interesting because one of the illnesses that makes it really hard to function. Like I was, you know, born with it slash had it from a very early age in childhood and have just suffered a lot over the years. They say it's supposed to get better when you get older, but mine has gotten worse. And I've needed more medications to manage it. And it's like, well, that's a fucking lie. All they say is, it gets better. No, it didn't. It got worse. It got to the point where I was almost in the hospital, and they swear up and down it gets better when you get older. So, like, you know, just because someone's a doctor doesn't mean that they're, you know, gonna have 100% on their predictions of the progression of your illness. Presumably, because you're there and you're getting some kind of treatment, they were able to diagnose it, so they at least know what they're doing. But it's just like, sometimes they're not right about the outlook, but they are about the disease. Like they'll tell people like, you're not gonna live past 18 or something, and then there they are at 32 being a total badass. You know? Like sometimes the outlook just isn't exactly what they thought. But they still know what they're talking about because obviously they knew you were sick, so they were spot on with that. But they're like, yeah, so and so will never walk or hear or whatever, depending on the person. And, here they are, hearing and walking. So it's like, you know, because they're doctors. They're not, seers. They don't know with 100% if something's gonna, you know, kill you or if you'll walk or if it'll go away. They don't know 100%. They can just tell you about the odds and the, statistics and their most educated medical opinion based on the information they have. It doesn't mean they're, you know, bad doctors or something. You just can't always guess outcomes. But yeah, I am still a little salty that they were like, oh yeah, it'll totally go away. You'll just feel 100% and be better by the time you're older. And it got worse. Like, I know they didn't make it get worse, but part of me is so pissed off. It's like you lied to me. Like, even knowing they can't be 100% in the know about everything, I'm just so pissed off. Because it's like, I was promised a normal adulthood, if there's any such a thing. And now I'm not having it, you know? That's all. But yeah, the other things were definitely caused. And I don't mean like manufactured, I mean they happened as a direct result of stuff that was done to me, which is sad. This isn't a woe is me session, it's just objectively sad when that happens to someone. I'm not even the only person it's happened to. But yeah, like one time I tried, well, it's not that I tried to apply, I did apply for, for like insurance and disability pay. And, it's the same song and dance of you're not disabled enough because the system's really shitty and doesn't actually support disabled people. But, yeah, they were like, so you have 4 debilitating illnesses, but I'm sure none of them are that bad. And it's like, yeah, they are. There are literally days when I can't get out of bed or clean my house or feed myself, and you're like, they're not that bad. It's like, are you sure? Because it feels that bad. There are literally days I've almost fallen because of joint pain or my joints like locking up, for lack of a better word, or my like my like limbs or my nerves just failing me, and like my leg will give out, or I'll like quote randomly drop something, and it's like, not only is it annoying, but it's pretty damn dangerous depending on what job I go into. And they're like, that's not enough. Oh, also you have PTSD, OCD, and clinical depression. Oh, and that illness from your childhood too. It's like, but that's not enough? The fuck? Like, do I have to be cleaved in half for it to count? They'd probably still they'd probably still question that. They would be like, "Are you faking being cleaved in half?" Cuz I swear, some people think you're faking. Even if you like have literally lost all your limbs, they will be like, "You're hiding it somewhere." Like, I just don't get the people that are like that. Luckily, the people that screened me were not like that. They weren't condescending about my illnesses or like disbelieving or anything. They actually sympathized so much with me and tried so hard to help me, and it was still denied. Like, they were like, oh my god, not only do I believe you, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. You know, you shouldn't have to, you know, deal with all this red tape and struggle and deal with those, you know, illnesses. And I was like, yeah, I know. Unfortunately, we're here because I have to. I guess I could have reapplied, but it's just, or what's the word? Not reapplied. Repealed? Appealed? I don't know what the right word is. Like, I guess I could have tried again. It's just exhausting and really inconsiderate, considering the fact that it's trying to help people. Like, it's set up to help people with limited funds, resources, or access, and yet it just doesn't actually have any understanding of those things. Like, I can't drive. They don't pick you up for that shit. You know, for the assessments and whatever, interviews and whatever. They don't pick you up for that shit. They send vehicles afterward if you get vehicle assistance, but they don't pick you up before that. So if you don't have a way to drive there, you're fucked. They don't pay for the Uber or whatever, so if you can't pay for that, you're fucked. If you don't have a phone to even call an Uber, you're screwed. I guess I can't just keep saying you're fucked over and over, but you are. It's like, not everyone has a license or a car or the capability of driving. Not everyone can read maps, because I can't read maps, actually. I'm incapable of reading maps. It's really frustrating. I have issues with depth perception and with, hand-eye coordination and with, what's the other thing? Obviously with maps. But it's just like, and just issues with like, it's hard to articulate, but you can see where this is going. Like, you can't find your way there, or you literally don't have a car, or you don't have anyone to take you, or, you know, you don't. I have a phone, but some people don't have a phone to even call an Uber or a Lyft, and if you do, you might not be able to pay for it, you know? And then, our area is really good about multilingual resources, but I know that's not the case everywhere. There are some places that can't accommodate your language, which is also an issue. Because, like, when I show up to my, local anything, there's probably a pamphlet with 5 languages on it. Even when I go to the, the store in the ethnic enclave, it's it's translated in 3 languages. But not everyone has that. It's like the same the same way that there are issues with like equality and resources for domestic violence shelters, or heaven forbid, assault hotlines, or even, you know, mental health hotlines, where they like just don't have people that can speak your language or speak it well enough to help you at least. And it's like, that's another barrier. And the fact that our, I don't know what the proper word is, but our center is so far away from where, you know, not just from where I live, but from where anyone lives. Like, it's like ironically situated in like the suburbs of a city. And it's like you're furthest away from the people that probably need your help. Like, what are you doing? Excuse me. That's because of one of my illnesses. I don't have COVID. And the other thing is, not only will they not help you, but when you apply for jobs, if you're having a flare up or if you're like visibly disabled or chronically ill in some way, like on the books, it's supposed to be equal, but in practice, they're not going to hire you. They're just not. I have quite literally, you know, and this was work study, mind you. This wasn't even like a regular job. But I've quite literally had someone be like, "We like you as a person, but your disability is too inconvenient for us to handle. It's distracting and disturbing the other workers." And I was like, "Oh, it's distracting and disturbing to you. You're not even the one dealing with it. How the fuck do you think I feel? I don't want to feel like this." It's just annoying. Like, I hope people are using whatever opportunities or shortcuts they can to get what they need, because you sure as fuck can't get it, you know. You sure as fuck can't get it normally. It's just so frustrating. Like, I just can't make myself condemn them. It's like, I can't, you know? I can't make myself condemn them. Oh, it lowers the user speed. I like him being fast. Yeah. I've never done anything underhanded to get what I need, but I'm not gonna condemn anybody who did, because honestly, it's bullshit. And you're gonna get screwed over whether you know, try to live as a normie or go for accommodations, because they just don't want to give them. Sorry to get really depressing. We started off with, let's not talk about political situations because this is stress relief. And then it went to, anyway, so disability rights. Sometimes it be like that. Mm. Disabled, chronically ill streamers. It's not like we can, when you're marginalized, it's not like you can choose to not be political. It's like, this is literally your life or your well-being or your quality of life on the line. Like, there are just so many people who don't find the conversations palatable, and it's like, that just feels like an excuse, because you get to opt out of something that we can't opt out of because it's our reality. For you, you're just uncomfortable for a few seconds, but if something's really bothering us, we're uncomfortable our whole life. Suck it up. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that mentality. It's like, dude, We're literally uncomfortable our whole life, and you can't be uncomfortable for 2 minutes. Oh my god, finally! I knew I wasn't crazy and that Pokemon was in this game. What the fuck? Where have you been? Oh, it's probably so underleveled. Fuck my life. Don't actually fuck my life, though. I like the nice parts of it, but it's like, when I finally find this fucker, it's gonna be so underleveled, of course. I don't even know if I can hit it. I'm probably gonna kill it. Ah! Let's see. Is there an appropriate Pokeball? I don't think there is, because I don't think you need to dive to catch it. I don't know, man. I'm scared. We can't hit it. Ugh. Oh my god, y'all. This is kind of related, but do you know how hard it is to get a diagnosis sometimes? Like, sometimes you can go to like 20 doctors and all of them will be like, I recognize you're sick, but I don't know what's wrong with you. And it's like, really? What fucking good are you? You know? Or even if they know about it, they're like, I know exactly what's wrong with you, but I cannot help you because I don't know how to make it better. It's like, really? Sometimes you just feel like a guinea pig because they're like, I know exactly what's wrong with you, but not the best way to treat it. So let's try 20 different things and see what sticks. Which also sucks. What's the other thing that sucks? Oh, when people assume that you have something contagious. That's annoying too, but that's not a doctor thing. That's just a general annoyance. I know you can't actually catch it while diving, but I don't know what else to try. What else is annoying? Oh, when the doctor's like, I recognize there's something wrong with you, but I think you're too young for what it could be, so I'm not gonna test you. That happened to me. I was like, really? I have so many symptoms of arthritis. We both agree that it sounds like arthritis. Like, you as a doctor, you agree it sounds like arthritis. But you think I'm too young, so you're not gonna test me? There's fucking juvenile arthritis. What the fuck is wrong with you? So, yeah, you just deal with a lot of bullshit when you're disabled or chronically ill. It's just like, you literally can't win no matter what you do. It's just so annoying. What are we gonna name this girl? I'm so, like, tempted to name her Star Lobster, but I'm not. Wow. It's kind of an asshole. I know exactly what I'm gonna name it, and it's a girl, too. Let's see if you can guess. I feel like I'm on Blue's Clues or something. Is that the name you guessed? Yeah, I feel like I'm on Blue's Clues or Sesame Street. Let's guess the name. Did you guess the name? Oh my god. We may not actually be leaving this area if I actually integrate her. Oops. I'm trying to figure out who it should be. I just really want to give her a chance. I mean, I have 2 Pokemon that are effective against bug types. It's just one of them takes 2 times damage. I don't know. I really want to try her out, but I don't know who to, like, temporarily put there. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I'll just send her to a box. But I have to put her in a different box because all of my alternate teammates are in a different box than all the other Pokemon. Which means I have to go move it. Also, did I name it? Rhubarb! That's what I named him! Yeah, I did name him. I don't remember which direction it was. Which sounds weird without context. I don't know what direction it's in. Like, what? It sounds fake. Like, it sounds fake when you say that, but... Anyway, she is here. I feel like Stabby would have been a good teammate for her. Stabby and Karen. Yeah. That sounds so weird. Oh, they're the same level, huh? I can't believe I said Stabby and Karen, but it's whatever. Fuck it, I'll leave it there. Anyway, I gotta... That's basically the bench. B-E-N-C-H. Bench. Not a swear word. Basically, they're kind of sitting on the sidelines until further notice. Wait, what the fuck? How is it? Oh, I see what it is. Nope, no thank you. I'm sorry, I don't want to deal with him. I was like, no, I don't want to run into it by accident. I'm having awful drainage right now, probably because of the season change. I have the unholy trifecta, but yeah. I feel like I'm drowning. It's just like continuous. I literally have to take, well, technically one of them helps with your breathing too, but they also both help with your allergies, which is interesting. But anyway, I have to take 2 different allergy medications daily by mouth because my allergies are so bad. I'm basically a bubble person. Like I would be going outside in a bubble if I didn't have that medication to take, is what I mean. And I'm so sorry about my voice. I feel like it's like so like deep and rough today. With nothing wrong with your voice if it's deep and rough, but I feel like it's so much deeper and rougher than normal and I can't help it. I can't. I'm going through some things. Lame. I'm never gonna use that. Also, note to self. Stop using that in a negative context. But yeah, there's literally so much I have to take just to have some like semblance of normalcy, and it doesn't even always work. And like on one hand, it's kind of sweet that my mother-in-law and father-in-law, or at least somewhat mother-in-law and father-in-law, because I haven't had the ceremony yet. Like, it's kind of sweet that they're worried about me, but at the same time, it can get really annoying because it's like, it's that abled thing where they think if you do all the right things, that you won't ever be sick. And it's like, that's not the case for some people. Sometimes you're sick for no reason, and you'll always be sick, and there's nothing you can do that will make it better. Might make it more manageable, but it won't make it go away, you know? Like, you can do all the check marks of eating right and exercising and sleeping right and still be sick because that's not what's fucking causing it. Now, can it help you manage symptoms? Like if you have fibro, for instance, and like not eating certain things, like can that help? Hell yeah, it can help, but it's not gonna fucking make it go away. You're not miraculously healed like some kind of, I don't know, scene and at a revival. Like that just doesn't happen. You're not just gonna magically not have it just because they can check off all the check boxes and agree that you're doing all the proper things, trademark. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for abled people to accept that. It's like, we'll just always be sick. I mean, I have a normal life expectancy. I'll just always be sick. Like, I'm fine. This is my normal. I'm okay. Like, I'm probably not fine by your standards, but I'm okay. I'm like this. We're good. I'd let you know if I was dying. Like actual dying, not just like, oh, I'm suffering. Like, they don't get it. They're like, oh my god, are you still sick? You should go to the doctor. And it's like, I've had so many doctors, it's literally not funny. It's literally not funny. It's like Greek tragedy level of funny, of how not funny it is. I've had so many doctors. And not because I've gone to them for different opinions necessarily, but because I have that many different illnesses that I had to have that many doctors when I was younger to like keep me alive slash functioning. Like, it's not even funny. I had so many doctors for different things. And just like, I feel like I've been to the doctor for such random shit too. Like when I was, let's see, 5? 5. Yeah, 'cause I missed green eggs and ham day. We had green eggs and ham day at our school. I was 5. I was in kindergarten. And I missed green eggs and ham day because I had to have surgery. That wasn't even for like a chronic illness or a disability per se. It was just like a part of my body I had been born with a part of my body, a specific like part of my body that was so over large for a child my age. I literally could not eat and breathe at the same time. And it was literally obstructing me from doing that. So I was severely underweight. I was emaciated. Sorry, I'm just like drowning. I'm trying to like swallow past it, but it just keeps coming. But I was emaciated, so severely underweight. And at that point in time, me not eating was not due to abuse. It wasn't due to abuse or depression, I guess I should clarify, because there have been times when I couldn't eat because of depression too. It wasn't due to the abuse or depression at that point. It was the fact that I had, like I said, a physical obstruction and I couldn't eat or breathe at the same time. I had to choose. And obviously, for most of us, we're going to choose to fucking breathe. Which meant I starved a lot. It's not good for small children to starve. And side note, but that's affected my weight as an adult. Because my metabolism was so shit from half a decade of starvation that as soon as I could eat normally, I put on so much weight. My metabolism was shot. And it's never quite equalized to that of a normal person. And it's interesting because my stomach, like the organ, not your belly, but your actual organ, is so small. Like most of the time when I eat, I can only eat half of my meal or a third of my meal, or depending how much is served to me, a fourth of my meal. I mean, I'll eat it later, but my stomach, the organ, is so small that I can't eat much at once. But my metabolism is so shot that no matter what I eat or how much, it's difficult to keep off weight. It's sad. I've struggled with it my whole life. I mean, I'm not morbidly obese, but I'm definitely chubby, and I wouldn't be if I hadn't been starved, literally starved, the first 5 years of my life. The other funny thing is that, I guess not funny, but like, haha, that's so, that's so fucked up funny, not like funny, not funny, was that when I was a baby, my lactose intolerance was so severe that I had to have a special formula. I couldn't even breastfeed because it made me sick. Like, it's like my life has been so hard for no reason. For no good reason. It's like someone was just like, let's throw all the things at this kid and see what sticks. And a lot more stuck than they thought would. And then they were like, shit. Like, even without the intimate partner violence in my immediate family, I would have had a hard life because I've struggled so much. And back to my in-laws, like I tell them all the time, like, I know that you're sad and all that I have to take all of this medication, but I'm so thankful for this medication because it means that I can more or less have a somewhat normal life. It means that I can somewhat function. So I would rather have it than not have it, because I don't even know if I could talk to you right now if I didn't have it, like it's like how able people will be like, oh my god, that person's in a wheelchair, how sad. Whereas disabled people are like, oh my god, I'm so thankful I have a wheelchair. I have autonomy over my body for once and can actually move and leave my house. Like, a lot of able people see it as disabled people being like trapped in their aid, but it's like, we're thankful for our aid because it means we can actually like move or breathe or function to some level or leave the house. And they don't see that. They just see it as like a limiting factor, but for us it expands our world. I told you, without that one medication of mine, I would be a bubble person. I would be like that girl in that movie where she felt stifled because she couldn't leave the house because she had so many illnesses that if she left the house, she'd die. Mine's not quite as drastic. I wouldn't literally die, but I would be so horrendously, what's the word? So horrendously, oh god, the word is escaping me, and this happens a lot. This, like, just random brain fog. So horrendously, incapacitated that it wouldn't be funny. That's the word I was looking for. I'd be so horrendously incapacitated and probably not able to, I wouldn't be able to stay outside for long anyway without it, but I would be so incapacitated. Yeah. It would just be awful. Because I think, at least for the well-meaning ones, what they mean is, I wish you didn't have to deal with your, illness or disability, or both. But what they end up doing is condemning the things that help us with our illness instead of the illness. Because it's like, well, saying you don't want someone in a wheelchair just means you're saying you wish they would crawl everywhere. Like, it wouldn't make them walk. They just wouldn't be able to leave the house. Like, they don't seem to get shit like that. If I didn't have my medicine, I wouldn't be able to leave the house. I'd not without being in a literal bubble like that other kid in the movie, the bubble boy. Like, I'd literally have to have his bubble to leave. And you'd have to have a way of putting food and water into it, or I'd die from dehydration. We love our aids. When we can even get them, because they're, barriers because of cost and accessibility and limited resources, which are two different things, because when I say accessibility, I mean like the store is 50 miles away and it's only open between 1 and 2 or something stupid like that. Like, they make it ridiculously hard to get anything. And it's like, we're the people that need stuff the most. Why is it so hard to get stuff? They just literally don't want us to live. Once again, it's called systematic oppression for a reason. There are so many people that are probably like, I came on to watch you cycle around the leopard and not get mauled by it. I didn't come to listen to disability rights. Well, that's what you're getting. You're gonna see me navigate the wild area and talk about disability rights, because I'm disabled and I'm gonna talk about it. I can't separate it from who I am. That being said, I am studiously ignoring things that have happened, just for this hour. Like, they definitely affect me personally, but it's like stuff out in the world, like with our current, situation with our microscopic buddy. It's like I'm just, for an hour, I'm pretending it doesn't exist so I don't have to freak out about the fact that I'm disabled while all this is happening. Dang, we only have a minute and a half. Oh my god, it's gonna try to kill me. Um, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, there's just so much frustrating stuff, and the best thing you can do is be an ally to your disabled and chronically ill friends. And listen to what we actually want and need. And listen to the things that are actually problems. Like, if it's a bad day and my leg is giving out again, or I can't grip something, so handrail is not really going to help, or my joints hurt so badly that it hurts to walk. Like, If I have to pull a cane out for that day to make sure I don't randomly fall over, the problem is not the cane. The problem is not even my joint pain, because you're not going to make that go away with thoughts and prayers. The problem is buildings with no elevators or ramps. The problem is buildings that have one access point. Period. Let alone one for disabled folks. So, just try to shift your thinking when you have these discussions. The problem is not the tool that is helping us, you know, survive or function or do something. The problem isn't even the disease. It's all the other stuff around it. It's, you know, affording taking care of ourselves, access to resources, access to medicines, access to assistance, access to buildings. So just think about that. There's a reason we all rally behind this identity in this community. And it's not for brownie points for having an identity. So, sorry if I totally bored you, but it came up and it was really important, so we talked about it. That has been an hour of being in the wild area once a fucking again. Hey, at least we were productive. I caught another dark type Pokemon. I got a bunch of Watts. I got a bunch of expensive items. Almost died by Pokemon again. So much happened. So much happened. Oh, and I caught a Pokemon I can't even use. That happened too. So, yep. So much happened. I'll probably head into the city the next time. I just don't feel like raising up Crawdaunt. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's fucking tired of being here. Like being in the wild area. I'm sure I'm not the only one who is tired of me being here. So, next time, we are... Can I fly directly to it? Next time, we're probably just gonna truck on with the plot. Probably. We'll see. But probably. There's only so long you can be there without going a little stir crazy, just saying. So yeah, I'm gonna like heal them and save here, and that's it. But thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'm not all that sorry if you thought the talk was boring, but again, it came up, it was important, and no one suggested anything else, so suck it up. Oh my god, they say that each time. Anyway. Saving. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, roughly. And have a blessed day. Be your best self. Be amazing at whatever you're doing. And make sure that you hydrate, take your meds, eat, and sleep. Bye-bye.